Hi guys, it's AK Rookie and welcome to my Friday vlog. Well, hey! So, I bet you're all dying to hear what happened on the date. So I'll tell you what happened on the date. The date didn't even happen. As the video last week's Friday vlog was uploaded, basically I got a text, because I text just to make sure things were still on, and she basically texted me back and basically cancelled. Now this isn't the first time she cancelled. Well, she didn't really cancel me the time before. She just said that she couldn't meet me. So, the second time is not going to be a third time. I've texted asking to rearrange, but she's not replied. So I'm just going to assume it's now dead in the water. Dead in the water, simple as that. So there was no date, which, really does upset me. But, just going to carry on as I am. Me, my computer, and this room. Anyway, carrying on from that, let's go on to a few other things. I filled my car with petrol literally just a few minutes ago. Basically, I put 47 litres of petrol in my car. I didn't realise my car could hold 47 litres of petrol. I must have been running on fumes with that thing. And I've run that car down before on the fuel gauge, but wow, that's really low. Really, really, really low. When I was on the way there, I saw these two people in the back, right? And the girl on the back of the bike, she's wearing like a short miniskirt and a tank top. She might be wearing the helmet, but if she comes off that bike, she's going to cut herself up something atrocious. I mean, she's going to get burned all the way up her arms, legs, body, back. If you're going to ride a bike, guys, put some proper protection on, jeez. Otherwise you're going to get yourself seriously hurt. Jeans aren't even enough for protection. You need some proper gear. Jesus. So, most of you probably know that I went to Scotland this week, which was really good. I was meant to be meeting a friend up there, but unfortunately, due to things happening, they couldn't meet me, which is a bit of a bummer. But Rich from Alta Sky was around lunchtime, and he said, "Well, I got lunch break. If you want, we can meet up." So I met him for lunch. We had a McDonald's. Not exactly the most fanciest restaurants, but it was good. It was good. We had a bit of a chat for like 40 minutes or so, and then he went back to work, and I then had a wander around Glasgow. I've been to Glasgow quite a few times now, so there's much I haven't seen. I had to walk around the River Clyde, because that was all I could do. And then the evening, I tried to find someone that was playing music, some band playing, but I couldn't find anything on the Wednesday night. It was just terrible, absolutely terrible. So in the end, I ended up going to the pub that was near where I was staying and just watched the football there. In the end, I mean, I did try to go around Glasgow, try to look at a few places, but the ones that were playing music wasn't my kind of music. So I just ended up staying there. The only interesting story from that night was probably the three girls I met in the takeout. I mean, they started stealing my chips, and I was about to get really mad with them, but they're like, "Oh no, we'll give you some chips back now." And then we had a bit of a chat, a wee chat, as they say. They were nice, should I say. So the hotel I stayed in when I was up there was a ground floor, and I always worry about staying in ground floor rooms, and it was justified because I could hear the street noise. Even when you're just that little bit elevated, you tend to get less noise, and so it wasn't so good. That wasn't so good at all. But apart from that, the hotel staying, I'm staying there again because it's an amazing hotel. I like that hotel. It's really cheap for what it is. Really cheap and really nice breakfast as well, which makes a hell of a difference. So, and then obviously I went to Edinburgh the next day. Now, on that train journey, it was kind of a bit weird because obviously I only get train. The ones who were like direct to Edinburgh said Edinburgh. That's not the ticket for some reason. I ended up with a ticket that was on a train going to Penzance. So I had to obviously get on that, and then which then got off and then they stopped, should I say, in Edinburgh, and I obviously got off there. But that train journey was really, really weird because I'm sitting there, and this train, I got 10 o'clock. It doesn't get there until 10 at night. That's like a 12-hour train trip. Who would want to do a 12-hour train trip like that? Jesus, that would kill me. Absolutely kill me. I hope they change drivers and stuff on that trip, because that would be a nightmare to do that trip. Jeez. Yeah, so, yeah. But I am getting better at picking my hotels. I got another bargain hotel. It wasn't like a proper big chain of hotels, unless it's a chain in Scotland that I never heard of. But yeah, that was a really nice hotel. It was really fancy compared to what I play for hotels. I mean, it's it's cheaper than most these like Ibis budget hotels, which are they're very, very basic, and they don't have breakfast. Where these hotels didn't have breakfast and everything included, which was, so that makes me think. I mean, again, really good. Of course, there was one thing with that hotel. I mean, the street light right outside, which woke me up in the morning. It was a ground floor again, so a lot of street noise, which then woke me up. Was it sort of like 4 o'clock in the morning, and really struggling back to sleep once I get woken up like that. So yeah, that's the only thing, is obviously because it was a ground floor room. If I don't know whether the other upper floors would be more expensive, but I'd quite happily stay there again. It was quite a nice hotel, especially for the price as well. So I went to see Alter Sky, which is why I was in Scotland, which is probably most of you who've watched these vlogs before already know. They're like my favourite band. So I went to a meet and greet, basically where you meet them before the gig, and basically you see them sound check and everything. Then you get to hang out, talk to them. They sign autographs, take pictures with you. And you have pizza now, just have a general chit chat and like. And I got to say, guys, it's really worth it. I mean, I've met the guys so many times before, but still, just the meet and greet was great. Just to hang out with them, just spend time with them. And especially some of the people there who had never seen them before. Though I will say the meet and greet was full of teenagers. I'd say people probably younger than me. Well, all of them were younger than me. Yeah, I'll leave you to the story, which I'll quickly jump into now. At the doors, obviously, they were giving out wristbands for people who would be drinking, yeah? And the guy in the door was asking me, "How old are you, mate?" And I couldn't understand a word he was saying, because you'd have to, on a third time, "Oh, so I'm 32. It was just I just so didn't understand him. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, it was quite fun. It was quite funny. But yeah, the meet and greet was full of teenagers. I'd say sort of 16 downwards. So they, got to be said that it was good for them, because some of them, they'd never seen Alter Sky, so they got a chance to hang out and talk to them. Some of them, never seen them play a live show, maybe only just acoustic shows that they'd done, like in Pulp and things like that. So it was good for them to come down and see that. And I thought a lot of them really enjoyed the meet and greet. I enjoyed it as well. Though there was this pizza they had, which had some really weird meat. I couldn't identify what meat it was, but it was alright. I thought, yes, it's meat, I was eating it. And Neil explained later that it was haggis. So I've actually had haggis now, guys. Not proper haggis, so I've got to have a haggis supper at some stage. I've got to sort that out. It's on the cards next time I go up to Scotland, because there'll be a next time, Speaking of which, I'd probably go to Edinburgh again, because Edinburgh looks like a really nice city. I just didn't have the time. I think if Alter Sky playing there again, I'll go up a day early, so I can have the whole day looking around Edinburgh and just have and see what's around, and a proper nose, Yeah, which is good. I also meet and greet. I also got to meet Jay for the first time, who's the band's manager. It's the first time I've actually met him, though I sort of tweets and stuff. It was good to actually have a chat with him. It's good to actually meet the whole team then, as it were. Because obviously there's Steve, there's Jay, and there's Alter Sky. So that's the whole team. Did on say on that in the meet and greet, I did manage to meet quite a few people. I've tweeted before on Twitter. It was quite good to actually meet these people in person and just have a chinwag. So I nearly had another agoraphobic attack, because I was talking to new people that I've never really talked to, and I did alright though. I think I survived. I didn't think I did anything, didn't run off or anything like that. I think it was alright. So yeah, that was quite good. Yeah. So the gig itself, I've done a separate video for that I haven't edited yet, but hopefully it'll go up this weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do that, because I'm meant to be going on my brother's stag do this weekend. So yeah, spoilers. Videos are already pre-recorded. Apart from this one, which I'm recording now in between coming back and going back out again. So once I finish recording, this will be uploading. I'm going to repack my bag and go. I've actually had a bit of a nap, because I'm so knackered, and the reason why I'm knackered is because it's probably one of the best gigs I went to. They did 2 new songs, which was great to hear some new songs. Really good. I really enjoyed both of them. One of them was so energetic by the end of it. My legs yeah, there was so much energy. The gig was great. Everyone in the crowd was going wild. It was absolutely amazing. It was that much that at the end of the gig, I actually had to drink water. Yeah, I know. I drank water. To get out, so I could just so I could like rehydrate, because I literally was close to passing out. It was an amazing gig, guys. So good. So good. So after the gig finished, obviously I was still hanging around outside. talking to Anna, and she said, "Oh, well, where are you doing now?" I said, "Well, I'm at hotel's like 20 minutes there." She said, "Oh, well, do you want to come for us for food?" So yeah, so I went for food. So we went and got a kebab. And let me just say, kebab, yeah, it was alright kebab, but they don't have mint mayo. So what's the point of a kebab without mint mayo? If you guys have never experienced a kebab with mint mayo, when I say kebab, I don't mean like a proper kebab. I mean kebab meat and chips, yeah, right? With mint mayo, it's probably one of the best things you can ever have. And unfortunately, no one does mint mayo outside of Wales, and it annoys me. Because like you go and it's like, it just ruins the experience for me. Yeah, so one thing about the video that will be coming out from the gig trip, my first impressions I normally do after the gig, which is when I get back to the hotel room. I didn't actually do it that way because literally I got back to the hotel and I passed out. So yeah, so literally there was none of that done. Sorry guys, it was done a bit later. And as you can see, I'm still tired because I haven't had some proper sleep. I've only had a nap. And I got to go driving in a minute now to South Wales, which is 3.5 hours. Yay! Yeah, so yeah. But the morning coming back, this morning coming back, was an experience. I realised that I needed to print my tickets because they were sent to me via email. I had no way to print them. So when I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, I better go down there early. So I had to miss breakfast in the hotel, so I don't even know what it was like. So I can't even judge the breakfast and say yes, it's definitely worth going back there. But I had to leave. So I got to the airport and I think, okay, I'm gonna have to go and talk to the person on the check-in desk. And I thought, Jesus, that's a line and a half. But because obviously they're checking all the other flights for that company, and I thought, one second, go down there. There's an internet kiosk, and they may have printed. And yes, they did. I mean, I had to pay for that. I don't know how much difference it would have been for me to get a check-in ticket, or next time I might get a ticket straight to my phone, sort of that type of thing, rather than go for the printed tickets because it'd be easier, especially when I'm going to have no print facilities for the return flight ticket normally. But yeah, so I had to get that printed, which cost me like £3 to get printed, so I'm not sure if that would have been better or not, but yeah. And the flight was a bit weird as well, because it was the cheapest flight. Basically, I got the cheapest. Basically, I flew from Edinburgh to Manchester, so I had to stay in Manchester for 2 hours waiting for the next flight, and then flew back to Southampton. It would have been better for me to wait an hour, get a flight from Edinburgh direct to Southampton. I'd been home a lot sooner. Yeah, and the flight leaving Manchester was late leaving. That's why it was 2 hours. It wasn't meant to be that long there. So yeah, so that was fun in a bun, as they say. Yeah, that was. Yeah, just sitting in the airport and just doing something. Gave me time to finish off my gig trip videos. So that's all recorded now. It's all just a case of editing. I've got to do all case of editing. But the thing I've noticed, obviously, because I did quite a bit of flying, is difference in airport security between the 4 airports I've visited this week. Southampton's really slack. I mean, they didn't even ask me to take my laptop out of my laptop bag, whereas I've gone through Glasgow before and they've asked me to do that. Edinburgh, they asked me to take it all out, so they even asked me to take my belt off, which they didn't ask in Southampton. And then when I got to Manchester, they wanted me to called biometric data, so I had to get my eye scanned. All that, so they could have a biometric data. So when I came back through again, match up the photo and everything, which was kind of a bit more beefed up security. So Southampton was just so easy to get through. It's just terrible, really terrible. There's something weird happened on the plane before we left as well. Basically, the pilot basically said that we were nose heavy because no one had any holder luggage. Everyone had carry-on luggage. So basically, they had to make everyone in the first 3 rows of the plane going to sit near the back. So basically, all the rows in the back up to even when I was sitting were all full, where the ones at the front were all empty. So basically, they made people move because they needed to rebalance the plane, which was an experience. Thinking, oh god, here we go. And also, I've flown to Southampton Airport quite a few times now, and I definitely think that we came in too fast and too low on that, because literally I was watching and our wheels hit the runway right at the edge of the runway, because I was positioned I could see. I thought, I've flown here so many times and never been that close, so we went Maybe that's because we were nose heavy, I don't know. But just like that, we seem to come in way faster than I've ever seen us go into Southampton Airport, and a lot lower than I'm used to seeing. But yeah, still, we came in, we landed, everything's fine. I'm yawning again. So I'm going to leave this video here, guys, because I want to upload it and then pack, and hopefully you enjoyed. And as always, guys, have fun.